Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and today I wanted to do a bit of something. I'm going to show you as we go because I think that's the only way I can do it. Now I'm going to I'll need a piece of this paper, it's handmade paper, and I want to cut out something out of the centre of it. I need to cut it a bit straighter than this though because I'm going to use it as a pocket or something later on. Okay. Just cut this piece off. It's fairly thick too, it's really nice stuff. We're in Australia and the sun's shining, there's the most bluest sky out there. Really nice day compared to what we've been dealing with. The back's really nice, isn't it? But I'm thinking I'm using this because it's heavy. So this is for what I'm going to do. I hope it's going to work. We'll just have a go, won't we? Now, I'm going to have some thread. I've got that. And I think that's all I need. There's a bit of thread and a hole, of course. I'm going to make a hole. So I'm going to actually try and tear it a bit if I can. So I'm going to get an idea about how big it's going to be. Because then it can be used as a, I don't know, something you can see through, but as a pocket with a hole in it or something like that. So I'm going to just cut these bits out here. Okay. Alright, now we're going to go and see if we can tear it. Oh dear. Oh, hang on, it's working. I didn't think it would because it's very, that's why I picked this though as the thing to do it with because I thought it'd make it effective. You know, I wanted something that looks a bit not natural, but I don't think it's natural. It's just, it's really tough. It's really tough. Yeah. Righto, now do I feel like I've got, that's right, you know, because it doesn't have to be perfect, but I hope I got all the pencil off there. I think that looks cool, doesn't it? There's a hole. It's a neat hole. Neat hole. Now, there was a nice needle here earlier, and I wanted something that I can thread this. I've got a piece of, you know what? I think I might go with a cream piece. Make it more vintagey, sort of. I have a very lighter pink one here. Yeah. Must have cream in this box, have I? No, I don't. I've got heaps of cream of this stuff, and there's got to be a bit round here somewhere. It has got to be. When I say stuff, it's cotton, of course. These cream bits. There's a white one. In here there must be actually I found some nice silk. Look at this, I got some really nice silk thread. I think this will look good. Wait a minute, where's the end of it? It's here somewhere, I don't know. Bought this ages ago. This must be years and years and years old. And there was a real lot on it too. This'll work, this'll look good. We're going to make a, I don't know if it's a screen hole. I don't know what we're going to call it. It's just going to be one of those, isn't it? Now, I want the cotton to be coming from the top. You know, the end of the thread. Maybe I should cut a bit off, it'd be a good idea. I hope I cut enough, but if I do have to make a join, I suppose I have to make a join, don't I? So this is going to feel strange starting from the top, isn't it? But I do want it to be visible on top of the piece. And it's going to show up really good. Well, that's helpful. Went straight through. But you don't want to knot. So what I'm going to do is make sure I don't go straight through this time. Excuse me. Righto, let's see if we can do this thing. Now come back through. I have to clean up my room. Oh, gee, I do. I'm going to have to tidy it. There's nothing else for it. I really didn't want to have to do a back stitch. Maybe I should put something on the back of there to stop that from going away. Hang on. I've got a piece of masking tape here. It's a large piece, but I'm going to get a small bit of it. I'll put a bit of tape on the back of that because we don't want it to move. There we go. And I don't really want to make a big knot. Sorry about that, I just have a mouthful of juice. Now, well, that's neat. And we have some stitching. Righto. Move that bit out of the way. Be a good idea. Yep, come in here this morning and nearly had a turn for the worst. I did. I couldn't believe how bad this was. I could not believe how bad this room is. I just come in here and sit this morning for some reason. I noticed it. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to cut this off at each end. I think I might. Oh, hang on. Yeah, because I want it to have the actual thread coming out the end. So it looks like we're going to be using a bit more of the masking tape, doesn't it? That's okay, because when I put this onto something, or into something, I can either have that look on the back of the masking tape, or I can put something. I don't know. We won't know that until we get to there, will we? So we need to pull that reasonably straight, reasonably tight. You need a bit. Oh, see, you didn't do it was tight, so I need just. Okay. Good. Yeah, cut that off. Right. Now, do not have that timer on as usual. I don't know how far apart to do this. I'll try this, and if I think it's too far, I can just put one in the middle, can't I? I know, you're thinking, I wonder what she's doing now. But that's okay, because I do like to do different things. I definitely like to try lots of different stuff. Yep. I'm even going to make some little shorts for the internet, because now all our YouTube stuff has changed again, how we get paid and that. And we had to do a thing and agree to do stuff. I can't remember now what it is that we had to do, but I did it. Jeremy read it all for me yesterday, and I had to, because if you don't do that, everybody would have known about this by now anyway. In July, I don't think you can get any money for your YouTube channel if you don't go and do this thing, which is to do with, their new ideas. I think they've got of paying things and that. So you can put up shorts as well, and they'll pay you for those, which is a little video that comes on with a whole reel of other videos, that people put up, and people can just sit there and watch them. They only go for a few minutes each. So I thought I might try a few small ones of those. I thought I might do that. But you know me, it takes me a while to do something, so it might be, I don't know how it's going to work for me, because you don't, like a couple of minutes or something, nothing really long, 2-3 minutes I think. They want to be short stories, short videos. Righto. So I'm going to have a go at that, because why not? The whole world's getting different, and you have to move on with progress, don't you? You have to go on. You do. I forgot to, like I said, I forgot to figure out how long this was going to take me. Oh, that must be the tape. It is too. I've got the tape gun. We'll push it back, put the thing through, and then push it back down again. How about that? I want a couple of stitches on here. I should have did that. It's got one, hasn't got any there, but this one has. I'm not going to pull that through too fast in case it gets lost. Put that from there. Stick it down. Put another stitch, maybe, if I can get past the sticky tape. Okay. And this is working really good because of the paper. Now you want to do one on material if you want to, on fabric. The reason I didn't is because it's better effective on here, I think. It's a different sort of thing on the paper. I thought it might show up nicely on here. One more tape on that. I'll just push it back. Good thing about masking tape, it does come undone and go stick back down again, so you can pull it up and put it back down again if you need to. And the silk on this is really nice, isn't it? We're not straight, but we don't mind. We're not going to be judged on that. It's up to you how you have yours. It's not really tight enough, that one. Oops, don't pull it out. Isn't it cool? I do like this. And we haven't finished yet, have we? We've got to keep going because we've got more to do. We're going to do some more on it too. I put a knot in that. I didn't have to, but put a knot in it. I didn't really want it to go up this high at either end, but I suppose I can take it out after the top and bottom bit if I didn't want it to be that long. But it might work. It might just work properly for me, so I'll just put another bit of this on. See how it looks. There we go. Yeah, I think I'll never find anything in this room no more. Well, I'm finding too much stuff because I really am been digging out a lot of my things. Digging through stuff, pulling it all out and just not putting it back. It's just got way out of hand. So I'm going to sit in here. I'm going to go through stuff on either side. I'm going to have to pack it all into its own storage things. And teach myself to put it back. I used to do that, you know. Before I met my husband, probably told you this, I was, I suppose I didn't have a lot of stuff, but I knew where everything was because I had it in its own place and it all went back in its own place. And we were only talking about that the other day. And when I met him, it was not anything back in its own place. Jeremy didn't put anything back where it came from. Still doesn't. And that's okay, because, you know, that's up to him. Yes. If he wants something, though, usually if he hasn't moved it, I know where it is. You know, if he hasn't taken it away and I've not been watching him, you know, like he shares sticky tape or things like that, anything like that he picks up. You know, what did he pick up there this morning? Oh, I know, he wanted to have a look at something that was only really small, and I had a magnifying glass there sitting on the table out there, and it's in a container standing up, and you can see it, you know, so it's there, obvious. And he said to me, where was it? And I told him, and he got it, and he looked at what he wanted to read, because this stuff that he got was only really small writing, because that's what things are like these days, aren't they? And then he just dropped it back on the table. I said, you didn't get that there? I said, put that back where you got it from. And anyway, it doesn't matter. I suppose he finds himself stuff in his garden too. He can find his things, I guess, out there. I don't know. He does come in sometimes frustrated because he's lost something, but anyway, if you can't join him, you can't beat him, I join him. I just got to be like that. I used to have a particular place for everything, you know. Didn't matter what it was, it went back in the same place. And that was, I don't know, could have been some sort of an issue with me, I don't know. But where's my more string? I'll put one more up there, what do you reckon? I think I need another one because I want it to sort of go not right over the edge, but to like that. Okay, there's the end. And usually too, there was another thing yesterday. There's a nursing home down the corner. It's not, well, it's part of a people village where the elderly live, and then there's nursing homes attached to it, where the older people go that need help all the time. And every year, usually on the day before Mother's Day, they used to have a big fete. You know, like where you go down and buy lots of goodies, and see the people used to make bits and pieces, you know, to make money for the village. And now, so this year, it's not on. And I just realised that yesterday. But that's probably because the COVID, you know, because they don't want people to be going down there where the elderly are, you know, because COVID's still out there. And the elderly are very vulnerable. Like I say, the elderly, like, I don't know what that means. People think I'm old, you know, but I'm not. Never. I'm not old. Sometimes you feel like you are, though. About 90, I suppose. Oh, I'm really getting upset about this heat, this cold though, because it's really making I can hardly move. It's not good, it's ridiculous. It really is. It's just not fair. My knees have decided they're going to give up. I got my new glasses yesterday. I won't show them to you on my face, but I'll take them off and show them to you. They flash. I was going to get ones that looked like Catwoman that had these... But I thought, no, I just love these. I do love them. They're like they don't cost me anything because I'm an old lady, so they're not, you don't get much of a choice, but I thought I liked them ones, and the ones that I have for out in the lounge room to watch the television, they're green. They're the same as these, but they're green. I like these because they're all made out of a plasticky thing, right? Because the others are metal pieces. And there was a piece there, and it used to get caught in my hair all the time. It'd drive me crazy. You've got to be something simple that works good for you is what you need. Something simple that works good for you. You don't want anything that's going to drive you mad. Those other ones were cutting my hair to pieces, they were. The man thought I was weird, but it's all true. It's all true. Just kept getting my hair caught in it. It's like the mice were chewing it off or something. That's not a very good description because the mouse is near me. It wouldn't be. I'm not a fan. Okay, so that's that bit. Now, do we want to go across? Why not? That'll look cool, won't it? This is I like that. That's really nice, isn't it? Now, don't ask me what I'd put behind there because I haven't figured that out. But I'm going to go across here too now. I don't know if I've done this before. I can't remember now. But do you think I should weave it in and out? I'm going to try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might work. Go over that one, under that one. Yeah, we'll do this. Make a fence sort of thingy. There's a hole in it. Shouldn't the wire be holy too? I don't know. There, look at that. That's nice. I like that. Yeah. This is fun. Yeah, you got to have fun, don't you? I'm not gonna cut this off yet. I'm just gonna keep it like that, and then make sure I just leave enough here to have the ends sitting out here. Okay. So if I go over that one and go under this one, should probably pull that through first before I start that bit. I'll leave that out there. You need that bit. There you go. Right. I probably need to put the sticky tape on the back of that. I don't want to. You better cut that off because that'll only pull through if I don't. Now I wonder if I would fray this. Would you think? Do you think I should fray the ends of that? I'm going to just do a bit more of this. I don't want to fill it all up for some reason. I just feel like I need just a bit on there for something. I don't know. Could be just my thought for now. I might change my mind later. Because if I put something behind it, you got it too filled in, it might not look properly. I don't know. I'm thinking about fraying that thread. Come on. Because I just want it a little bit different. Come through here. I can't get hold of this. Got it. Okay. See, it doesn't have to be exactly, you know, like it doesn't have to sit exactly how straight or whatever. Now, let's stick some tape on the back. I don't know what I'm going to do about this tape business. I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe I can get another piece of this and patch it like so. Not with that, but where's the other? I had another piece, didn't I? I'll cut this off her. Maybe I can just get that and stick it around the back of it, around the outside, and then the hole will still be there. What do you reckon? I wonder what I did with it. Oh dear, I can't keep control of anything these days. It's all lost to me. Hang on. Sticky tape and everything. Righto. Where did I put it? Here. Here it is. I could put that on the back and cut that hole out of the middle so you can still see through it, and then the page would be like so, wouldn't it? Yes, I'll do that too. Hey, let's just have a look at this idea of filling it. Excuse me. Oh dear, I have these issues with the sinus all the time. The doctor gave me this stuff one time and it burnt all the insides of my throat and my nose. It was terrible. It was positively scary. So I can tear that out of there, but not as big a hole. Well, try and keep it about the same. Can I imagine that it'll go around here like this somewhere? I can't see any of that's drawn. I think this probably needs to be done, doesn't it? Because you want your page to be good, and I'll put it in with a fabric hinge or something. Okay. Okay, there it is. Probably won't be able to tear where the leaf is. That's all this paper. There's really nice stuff, isn't it? I've got some coloured one. I don't really like it for some reason. It just loses its attraction to me. It does. Right, now if I put that over there, you can't see all the tape. That's not the side the tape's on though, Sonya, is it really? There we go. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Well, that's a page, isn't it? That's a different thing. Now that's going to look really good. But I still want to know if I'm going to fray it or not. So let's have a go at this. We'll get this piece and see if it works or not. It does. Okay. Okie dokie. Come on, come apart, please. So I'm just trying to get it apart with the needle. It doesn't want to play nice, is it? Doesn't want to play nice. I think having it just sitting up there without the frayed bit on it's not quite, it's just too straight and ordinary, isn't it? It's just too straight and ordinary. I'm really not trying to rush. I sort of feel like it, but it doesn't work when you try to rush and you're trying to do something, does it? It goes slower. That was my way of thinking. It goes slower. So this is going to be one of the pages in my new journal, this one. My new journal, which is probably the different one from the other one that I'm just doing too. Because I got another one in my head. I got another one in my head. So much stuff that I need to put together. And there's a few things I've been making, finishing a few things. I've got 2 or 3 little things made there that I'm really pleased about the outcome. They look good. But I'm not going to put them up in my Etsy yet because I don't know, I've just got other things in my brain all the time. I've got to try and finish what I'm doing first. But when I feel like I'm doing something different, it seems to, I don't know, it helps me a bit when I do something different. It gives you more mojo, I suppose. You can see what I'm doing. Okay. Try not to fiddle too much. Now I'd like to make one with the hole in the thing, but in the wire as well. But that's going to take us different bit of stitching in a different way. Because I really like to come up with a few different ideas from the journals that I've been doing, and not put so much stuff in them. Well, I will put a lot in it. You know what I mean. I just feel like I need to get a different sort of ideas out there. I like to work with different ideas anyway. Different things to do. This is not too hard when you get used to it, get the hang of it. Fill it up a bit. So come on, done. That's it. Only got a bit to go now. These 3 here, and it's done then. Oh, hands are in the road. Sorry about that. Come on. One more. Whether I'll cut that back or not, I'll see. I'll see what happens. Okay. It's giving me a hard time, isn't it? This one. Too long, maybe. I'll just take a bit off here so I could. It's taking me too long to do it. Come on. This one here's not frayed back very far either, but I'll have to do it when I haven't got you with me because it's taken away from what we're doing here. It's taking too much time. Now I'm going to glue those 2 together, and then I'm going to get a piece of calico. Just so happens I have a bit of this. There's a bit of this. Look at that. When you have a messy room, you can find something maybe. I'm going to put this in between there. And then I'm going to figure out something interesting to do with the back bit with this piece. But that probably could stay like that anyway. It's okay. And then I'm going to put this inside that. So I need some glue that's going to work, and it's going to work today. So I'm going to take that out of there, and I'm going to put this around it. I wasn't going to have it this size, but I will now. I'm going to have it this size now. Okay. I wasn't going to, but now I am. I was going to cut it back, but now I'm not. Okay, so this is how this is going to be able to go into my journal by putting this piece in here to use as a, I want to see how far it's going over, like that. I want to use it as a hinge thing, put in so that it can go in first. Actually, I want to move it up a bit because that's going to get, now I'm going to get glue on me. Don't get glue on your thing. I've got to make this level as best I can. Put more glue on here. Comes out good when you haven't got that end bit on it, isn't it? It'll keep falling out too, I suppose. The end bit's been clogged up with glue and I haven't got round to fixing it yet, and I have to do that. Now cut that off so I can work with it a bit easier. Come on, quick. Fiddle about. Righto. So this is going to go on there. I haven't figured that out yet. Which way? Okay. You want both them meeting up a bit. Is it meeting up there and there or not? Probably a little bit off. It's a little bit off, but you know what? We can fix that. We can fix that. A little bit off. So now I can use that to fasten to something else to put it in the book. And I'm not going to be able to sit down and look at that bit though. I've got to cut that off. I know it's straight and I wasn't going for straight, but what are you going to do? It's not straight at all. It's just a bit crooked. I don't know how come this happened to happen. Maybe I've got up one end further than the other, that's all. But we won't panic about it. Not much good doing that, is there? There we go. So I've made a page from my book. That's the beginning. So you can just think about what's going to happen next. I wonder what is going to happen next. Because you just got to, I figure I just got to go with it, don't I? And that's keeping that sticking down in there. It's all stuck down in there so they won't come out, hopefully. And then this piece is nice. I could probably put some distress ink around there, but I don't know if I want to. I'll see how I feel about it. I'll make a little rounded corner there. Maybe a little rounded corner here. Stuck in the way, get off there. Okay. So there's that one. There's one page. Okay. So my book's only going to be that size, maybe tiny little bit. I want to put a little tiny bit longer, but I don't want them any bigger because I just like a small one so you can fit in your hand, comfortable to look at, okay, and to read. So I'm going to go now, and I might come back and I might show you the next thing that I think I want to do, okay. So thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.